Greetings. Do you need something?
I heard you might know something about the band of poachers hiding out in the woods. A band led by some Mach of Marshevitz. Ginger-headed.
What? Who told you such a thing?
Dobrosh, the huntsman. He sent me to track them down and get rid of them.
I see. It's about the white roebuck. I'm surprised somebody didn't shoot it long time ago. Such a hide would fetch a king's ransom.
Do you know where their hideout is?
Maybe. What's in it for me?
What do you mean, what's in it for you? You should think of your own good. If you help me with my search, it'll be clear you had nothing to do with the poaching. But if you don't, then the Lord of Pisek could put a bounty on your head next.
Kurva. I didn't think of that. All right. I'll tell you what I know. I heard they're brothers. And they're led by that Mach fella. But they didn't look like kin to me. They surely ain't no livers, though. They're pretty frightening looking. Maybe that's why Dobrosh would rather sit his arse in a castle instead of searching for them in the woods.
Do you know where they're hiding?
I ain't sure. But it's definitely somewhere in the valley near the water. In the direction of Rabush. That's where they always came from. And if I was a poacher, that's where I'd be hiding.
All right. That'll help my search.
Listen, lad. I know you said you were doing this for Dobrosh, but if you find that white hide at your camp and bring it to me, I'll pay you more than that pinch purse of a huntsman. I know some people, and I'd be able to sell that thing for, well, a lot.
Perhaps. I'll see if I have any luck finding it.
Sure. But if you do, bring it back to me.
It was good to see you, my friend.
Go! Ka! Go! Quick! Whoa!
Kiss your ass goodbye.
What's that?
Take that. Take that fucker out, damn it. Do it.
Those must be the poachers I'm looking for. Heel!
If you value your life, turn around.
I'm looking for a hide from a rare white roebuck.
Get over here!
And I think you know something about it.
Cordoba! They're onto us! Kill him! Shot your stop! Take that!
That's the hide. Now to bring it back to the huntsman, or to Wolfram.
Blessings to you. Good doggy.
Quick!
Good boy.
Da! Da!
Easy, good horse. Whoa, whoa. I found the white hide.
Oh, thank God for that, at least. And what about the poachers? Did you take care of them too? Do you have their squirrel badges for me?
Aye, I've got some.
Well, that's even better news. The reward's yours. Thanks, friend. You did me a huge service.
When I talked to the knacker, he urged me to sell him the hide.
I might have known. It's good you didn't listen to him.
What are you going to do about him?
Unfortunately, wanting to get your hands on something isn't a crime. And such talk from Wolfram is no surprise. But I'll keep my eye on him. Thanks for telling me. You're an honest fella.
Glad to help.
Farewell.
What a waste of money.
Didn't you hear that the king himself announced that everyone
wasn't
should
some
have a good
rabble.
bow on hand?
Christ.
Which
Where
king
are the
would
royal
that be?
captains when you
I
need
don't
them?
know.
I wouldn't be surprised if it...
When
was
king
the royal...
commands-
Good dog, Mutts. Show me.
Hey? Hey, fella. Stop off for a bit of a chat.
God be with you. I'll be glad to have a drink.
That's precisely what young Petska and me are doing here. We like to roll dice too.
I'll be more than happy to play with you. But first, I need to know who you are.
No worries there. I'm Bohush. Me and Petska here are just honest-to-goodness labourers.
Not that it's any of my concern, but you don't look like labourers to me. What's with the weapons?
Well, the roads can be very perilous nowadays, so it's good to have a piece of steel for protection, right? Luckily, it usually only takes a well-aimed smack or a couple of punches, and I can lay anyone out with my bare hands.
You say you're good at wrestling?
Oh yeah, I could show you if you want.
Well, I'll wager I'm a better fighter than you any day, Bohush.
You're on! I'll gladly smash you up and earn some coin in the process. Fuck, that was well fought. Here's your coin as promised. We're even, right?
Nice fight. A nicer coin. Goodbye, Bohush.
I don't know how it works.
I could use a few groschen. Do you know of any work around here?
What? Don't bother me. I got other things on my mind right now. Wait a mo. I know you. We've met before.
Well, it's possible. I've met a lot of people.
I know. You helped our Carol out, remember? You carried some sacks together to our camp.
Oh, yeah. You're with that fellow with the arrow in his head, right?
Exactly.
Ah, how could I forget? It's not every day you meet a fellow with a wooden shaft sticking out of his head.
So we'll have to have a drink to his memory together.
Well, something happened to him.
Aye. Our dear Carol passed away.
Oh? What happened?
Well, everything went to shit. Everything that could have gone wrong, went wrong. We wanted to rob a convoy. A bit of gold, a lot of booze, and 3 guards at most. Only there were a lot more of them fuckers.
Shit.
It was a bloodbath. I don't even know how we managed to escape. But Carol got left behind. They picked him up and took him away. It's all fucked.
Well, if they picked him up, he doesn't have to be dead. Maybe he's locked up somewhere.
If only. But that's not what happened. They strung him up. There was nothing to be done. We fell right into their trap, like lambs to the slaughter.
Fuck. What are you gonna do now? Without a leader?
Well, I'm the leader now, but it doesn't matter. Because as soon as we show up anywhere, we're dead.
Are they looking for you?
There's a price on our heads. But more importantly, without the power of Carol's arrow, we're lost.
Maybe you'll be fine even without the arrow. Carol was a good man, but maybe the arrow wasn't magic. It could have all just been a coincidence.
You're dead wrong. Before the arrow, we were just a bunch of hopeless wretches, and Carol was the biggest one of all.
What? How come?
The fool couldn't fight. He was useless with a sword, and every skirmish left him with a wound. Once, he was running through the forest, and he got impaled on a tree branch! Would you believe it? Even a tree could beat the fella. But then the miracle hit him. Once, he told me that when he was out of it that time, he heard some saint speak to him. It completely changed him.
When I listen to you, the hair stands up on the back of my neck. It's not the kind of story I hear every day.
Look, you're looking for a job, and we need that arrow. How about you help us? I'll pay you handsomely.
What do you have in mind?
Well, I need someone to find Carol's body. And to get, well, to pull that arrow out of him.
Are you shitting me? You want me to yank it out of his skull?
Oh, I know, it sounds nasty. But Carol would agree to it. I'm sure he wouldn't want us to end up dead. He'd happily give us the arrow.
That's a job for someone with an iron stomach.
It's nothing too complicated. Find Carol's body and pull out the arrow. That's it. So then, will you help us?
This is just about the oddest thing anyone's ever asked me to do. And I've had some odd requests, but... All right, I'll help you. Where should I look for him?
Well, that's the problem. I'm not entirely sure.
Well, we're off to a great start.
Hold your horses. I've got a bit of a lead. Our whole plan with the caravan went to shit near Sedlets. They've got a cemetery there, and I heard there was a bit of a commotion about the last execution. The local gravedigger lives near the cemetery. I'm sure he'll know something. That's about all I know. We can't go round asking questions. That'd cost us our necks.
Well, I'll see what I can do.
If you manage to get the arrow, bring it here.
What do you need, my...
What's new around?
Well, if there was something, I'd tell you.
Oh, you booge. Go! Ja!
Whoa! Quick! Quick!
You're all...
When is the last time you buried an executed man?
Why do you care?
I want to know where he's buried. To see his grave.
To see his grave? Really? It's damned odd that you want to see that grave in particular.
What's so odd about it?
Because the last executed man I buried was a fucking sorcerer.
What?
You heard me. A sorcerer. When they arrested him, he had an arrow stuck in his head. But he kept on living. It wasn't no fresh wound. It was old, healed. The thing stuck out of his head like a tree branch.
He was no sorcerer. Just a regular fella who got in the way of an arrow.
Tell that to the village crones. Of course he was a sorcerer. Nobody can survive an arrow in the head. There's magic and witchcraft behind it. Even the priest said so. Good thing we strung him up right away. It could have turned really nasty. He'd send a plague upon us or something worse.
Ah, nonsense.
Are you trying to say our priest don't know what he's talking about? I ain't telling you shit. Now get out of here before I really lose my temper.
It's a blessing to see someone doing their job dutifully. I can see you take good care of the cemetery. I'm sure the abbot would be interested to know you're so conscientious.
Thanks, sir. You know the abbot?
Of course I do. I'm on my way to see him now. I'll tell him about your good work.
Thank you, sir. I'm sorry I was so rough with you. I've got to be careful. I'm sure you understand. There's all sorts of strange fellas lurking around here from time to time. I have to keep things in order.
I understand. But now hurry up and show me the grave.
The grave you're looking for ain't in the cemetery. Can't have witchy bastards like that lying here among decent folk.
Where can I find it then?
If it was up to me, I'd have thrown him to the wild dogs in the forest. At least then he'd be useful for something. But a sorcerer has to be buried. So I dug a hole near the big willow tree behind the cemetery wall.
All right. Thanks.
Ka!
That looks fresh. Oh, shit. It's him. Yeah. Phew. I've got it.
Ka! 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 Ka!
Go! 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 Go!
Good day.
Greetings, knight. What brings you here?
I'm mourning. Can't you see?
Did someone die?
My hope. Not far from here, in Sedlets, is buried Sir Valentine. Have you heard of him?
Rings a bell. Isn't he the one who brought holy soil from Jerusalem to Sedles?
Precisely. Almost 200 years ago, Valentine accompanied the abbot of Sedlets on a pilgrimage to the Holy Land. There, in the field of Akeldama, he took his sword and dug up a handful of dirt, which he brought here and scattered over the graveyard.
Yes. And that's why you're mourning?
My entire life, I've wanted to visit Valentine's grave and see his famous sword. But now that I am here, I'm unable to go inside. I felt so humbled.
I'm truly sorry to hear that. Can I help you in some way?
I don't know, friend. Unless, what if you went to the graveyard instead of me? You could find Valentine's grave and bring the sword here.
What?
Just so I could look at it. Then you would put it back. I'd pay you well for it.
All right then. I'll do it. I'll help you. Where can I find Valentine's grave then?
It's somewhere in the church. But it's not so easy to get inside. I myself am not exactly certain where to look. Try to find Brother Morticius. I heard he's looking for help at the church. Maybe if you help him, he'll help you.
And then in turn, I'll help you.
Precisely. What is your name, friend?
Henry. And you are?
I will wait for you here, Henry. Thank you very much.
God bless. What makes up? God be with.
God be with you, brother. Are you taking care of this chapel?
Morticius is my name, good friend. Though all that is shall one day end. Fame and fortune are but clay. Ad honore domine.
Ah. I see. I think.
Though my eyes are old and dim, and I live apart from the world of men, I serve a cause that's good and sound, and companions have I underground.
But slow down. I can't keep up. So, you are the blind keeper of the ossuary?
You speak the truth, and now I ask, if you would help me with one task, will you help me take care of those who sleep below in eternal repose?
You need my help with something?
Christian bones in the church lie scattered. Bringing order to them is a very grave matter. If the prior should see the disarray, he'll send me packing this very day. Then what shall I do, sightless and old? Left alone in this world dark and cold, roaming the earth with a beggar's cane? Help me, dear brother, in God's holy name.
Wait a moment. So, there are bones strewn about the chapel, and you want them tidied up?
Aye, 'tis a job that some might find morbid, but fear not, good fellow. You'll be well rewarded.
Wait, am I supposed to touch the dead? No decent Christian should do that.
Fear not, it is no desecration. God shall bless this congregation. They shall find eternal slumber, all arranged in divine order.
What's in it for me, if I help you?
To help thy neighbour is a virtuous deed, and charity thy soul shall feed. But if your body hungers too, some groschen I shall give to you.
All right, then. What am I supposed to do, exactly?
Arrange the bones in pyramids. Make them nicely stacked. Build one out of pristine skulls, the second out of cracked, the third then build from arms and legs, and here there's quite a lot. But bear in mind the commandment, thou shalt not, thou shalt curses. None of the commandments rhymes with that.
Steal from others thou shalt not?
A pretty rhyme, I must admit, although you're jesting just a bit. Enough discourse now. It grows late. The task before you cannot wait.
All right, so if I understand correctly, I'm supposed to put the bones in 3 piles. Pristine skulls in the first one, the cracked ones in the second, and the third pile I build from the limbs?
As you say, so must it be. And you shall have a reward from me. To find the bones you'll be needing, though, there are 3 places you must go. But don't forget what lies beneath, and descend to the hidden space. Many bones lie there in darkness, waiting for their rightful place.
I see. So I should gather the bones in the chapel and the crypt underneath, and make 3 pyramids out of them.
And should any bones remain, such as ribs and spines, sweep them up together into orderly confines.
What? I should sweep up the remaining bones too? I better go before you think of more chores.
God be with you. Am I awake or do I dream?
What was it?
Arrange the bones in pyramids. Make the third then build from arms and legs, steal from... What makes a hole? Great. A dreamless bed. What paints our bones? So pale.
A trapdoor. It seems it leads down into the bowels of the earth.
What's this? It looks like some really old reliquary. What a rare find. Isn't it getting crowded in there? Dust you are, To dust you shall return. And then I'll sweep you into a corner. Damn, my back hurts so much. Might I find a new one here? Doing God's work sure ain't easy.
Hey! Are you intact, my dear brother?
I nearly broke every bone in my body.
Ha ha! There's no better place to leave your bones, and that's a fact. But they'll serve you much better inside you and intact. The place you're in is black as night. I'll throw you a torch. Let there be light. Look for bones along your way, after all. In the end, you'll have some benefit from your fall.
Damn it! That sword isn't here. Now what? I'll take another look around here. Maybe it's somewhere nearby. What's this? This corpse must have been lying here for several decades, and it looks like he died yesterday. God, our Heavenly Father, have mercy.
This looks like the crypt for the monks. Wonder how long they've been lying here. First pyramid is done. Impressive, even if I say so myself.
Manta Marie. If I hadn't built it myself, it'd give me a scare. Just one.
Where did that blind madman get to? He was sitting here the whole time, and now he's just vanished. I should ask if anyone saw him.
Look what I have for you. Aye, aye, you silly doggy.
I'm looking for the keeper of the local chapel. His name's Morticius, a wispy fellow. Speaks in verse. I did some work for him, but he disappeared just as he was about to pay me.
Youngster, you ought to sleep more and drink less. Otherwise, you'll come to a bad end.
What do you mean by that?
Morticius was the keeper of the ossuary, all right. Only he died before you was even born.
What? Morticius is dead?
As sure as there's a God in heaven.
But I spoke to him. He wouldn't stop babbling in verse.
For Christ's sake, old Morticius couldn't even read, let alone compose verses. Are you sure you weren't imagining it?
Very sure. I have to find him. He owes me for the work I did.
Go back to the ossuary, then. You'll find him lying in the crypt alongside the other dead monks. Wait, what did this fellow want from you, anyway?
I had to tidy up all the bones in the chapel and arrange them into pyramids.
What? You fooled around in my chapel. May the Lord protect you if you've done any ungodly business in there. Come now, show me. What in God's name? You did all this by yourself?
Well, yes.
Well, friend, you're quite the worker. What a mess this place was. I'll keep it like this. People from all over the land will come here just to see this.
Well, that's nice and all. But I don't suppose you'll pay me for it, will you?
You suppose correctly. A job well done should be a reward enough for you.
This must be through Valentine. And he has a sword. Maybe I could just forge one like it, since the real one is nowhere to be found.
You have a kind master, eh, doggy?
Blessings to you. God be with you.
I'm sorry. I wasn't paying attention.
I'm looking for Pasha. Have you seen him around here?
Oh, you must be that good Samaritan, helping us out with our little matter.
Maybe. And who are you?
They call me Heir. I've been waiting here for you. Pasha had to return to the camp. He's got duties to attend to. Leadership duties. See?
I get it.
So, do you have it? Did you find the arrow?
Of course. I'll keep my promises.
All right. Show it to me.
Well, why not? Here it is.
Sweet Mother Mary. I never thought I'd see it with my own eyes.
I'll be happy to give it to you, but not for free.
I know. Pasha promised you a reward, but I don't have any money for you. I was supposed to wait for you here and take you to the camp. Pasha will pay you there.
Well, that's a shame. I was thinking it was too easy. Well, let's go then, eh?
I'm sorry.
Hey, where did you find it? I mean, where is Karel buried?
In Sedles. There's a big willow tree near the cemetery. He's buried beneath it. What, do you want to put flowers on his grave?
I'd like to, but there's no time. Pasha has big plans with the arrow, so I reckon we'll start robbing again soon. I'm worried what will come of it.
What are Pasha's plans?
Robbing? On a grand scale. Well, he's not like Karel. Pasha wants gold, booze, ores. Most of all, revenge. I'm afraid it'll end badly.
Well, maybe it won't be so bad. Things will settle down in a few days and go back to how they were before.
I wish. I reckon things will only start getting wilder and wilder. Pasha's got everything planned. Who he'll take revenge on, who he'll rob. There are savage times ahead. I don't want to go back to the camp. Pasha's leading us straight to hell. Listen, let's talk.
What's going on?
Hey, listen up. Pasha mustn't get the arrow. If you give it to him, well, you'll be killing us all. The man doesn't know when to stop. He'll drag us on raids we won't come back from.
What do you suggest?
Give me the arrow. I don't have any coin to pay you for it, but you'll be doing the right thing. You'll save a few good men from certain death.
You're the same bunch, aren't you? Why shouldn't Pasha have it?
Well, because if he gets his hands on it, he'll kill us all.
What kind of nonsense is that?
It's the truth. Pasha isn't like Karel. Karel was like an holy man. He preached like a priest. We kept talking about humility, about how we only need a little to live. He always said, an humble life can be a good life.
He sounds like a good man. A shame.
He was. Pasha, on the other hand, well, he's different. He keeps babbling about how we'll have mountains of gold just as soon as he gets his hands on the arrow, and how he'll take revenge on all those who did him wrong. Well, he's like a madman. I'm afraid he'll drag us into something that'll have us all swinging.
That's the risk of being a bandit, though. It can cost you your neck.
So it is. But I'm not going to hang just because Pasha wants his vengeance.
If I give it to you, what will you do with it?
I'll go somewhere far away and start my own gang. I don't need mountains of gold or revenge like Pasha. We'll be happy with a little and we'll have a good life. Like with Karel, and the arrow will help us.
I'll give you the arrow, but only if you promise me you'll stop robbing people and find honest work.
I could lie to you, but I'll be honest. I was born a thief, and I'd like to die as one too. I couldn't handle being cooped up in some workshop all day or shoveling shit on a farm. I want to start my own gang. And for that, I need the arrow.
In that case, I can't give it to you.
I was worried this would happen. Look at it this way. We're all alone. Here, nobody'll hear you scream. So, either you give me the arrow, or I'll take it from you.
What power will the arrow have if you kill the messenger carrying it?
What do you mean?
Will the arrow still be magic? Or will it become cursed?
Fuck. Well, I don't know.
But I do. These things are powerful, and not to be trifled with.
Oh, shit.
Leave the arrow to Pasha. Give him a chance to show he can be a good leader.
Well, give it to him if you must. But I won't be going back to the camp. When everything goes to shit, I won't be around to see it. Godspeed.
Quick! Go! Quick! Whoa!
I'd like to see one. I've seen a talking...
I found your Carol. He's buried in Sedlets.
Glory to the Lord. And the arrow? Do you have it?
I do. And I'll tell you, getting it was weird. Never done anything like it.
See? You felt it too? It's a powerful artifact, and its power will save us. Where's Hare? I left him to wait at the Devil's Den, so he'd lead you here.
I mean, it wasn't really talking. More like imitating singing a song. What song? I don't know. Some Latin ditty. Oh, so not only did the raven sing, it was a Latin scholar as well. Fuck me.
Along the way, he offered to buy the arrow from me, but I refused.
The fucking traitor! I knew he couldn't be trusted, but I got talked into it again.
Talked into what?
The bastard told me to return to the camp. That the men need me. And that he'd wait for you. I should have known he was up to something. I won't make the same mistake again. Do you know where the bastard is now?
First he threatened me, then he ran off. I've no idea where he could be.
No matter. You're not here to keep track of my men. I'll find him as soon as we're done here. He'll rue the day he was born. But first things first. Give me the arrow.
Here it is.
That's the one. Incredible. I can feel the power. It really is the one. Lord, thank you for this gift. We'll do great things with it.
I'm glad you like it. Now, what about my reward?
Hold on, lad. We're not done yet. Back then, it was me that picked the arrow and shot it. First, it seemed like an accident. But it was the hand of God that guided me. Through this arrow, our Lord sent down incredible power to one of his flock. And now, it's my turn! Just like Carol before me, now I'll receive the blessing of our Heavenly Father.
Wait, what are you talking about?
Today, it will be you who blesses me with the arrow, friend, and we'll never go hungry again.
Wait, you want me to shoot you in the head?
Don't be afraid. No, it will endow me with great power, and then I'll lead my companions to abundance and plenty.
I'm not gonna shoot you. Use your head. The Lord blessed Carol, not you. You have no idea what the arrow might do to you.
I never thought of it that way.
Keep it as a relic. That way Carol will always be with you, as well as the blessing he received.
Sacra. I reckon you're right. You're a wise man. Just like Carol was. Thanks to that arrowhead, he'll be with us in spirit forever.
Exactly.
Thanks for helping us. Here's a little something in return. And God be with you.
Thanks. And best of luck to you.
Fucking rain.
God bless you, Goodman. I have some wares for sale.
Good day. God bless you, peddler. I see you've had a rough journey.
Greetings, Goodman. Alas, the war robbed me of my trade, and our whole village was burnt to the ground.
These are hard times, peddler.
Thanks be to the Lord for saving my family, at least. We're on our way to Turnoff now, my wife's sister.
There's still a ways to go. The roads ain't exactly safe.
What's there to take from us poor wretches, anyway? I only managed to salvage a few items. Take a look for yourself. Maybe something will take your fancy.
Show me your ware.
By all means.
Quick!
Ja!
Go! Whoa! Whoa! I was in the graveyard and I found Valentine, but there wasn't any sword there. However, I did find an engraving.
Slow down. What engraving?
On the lid of his grave. I thought that since I couldn't find a sword, I'd at least forge you a copy.
You forged a copy of Valentine's sword? Just based on a picture?
I know, it's not the original, but nothing better came to mind.
And are you certain the original looked like this?
Valentine himself could not tell the difference.
All right, Henry, thanks. I think we could stop this masquerade now, don't you? You're very good. I've long tried in vain to get into that grave. But I hope you know that I must kill you now. I can't risk you opening your mouth somewhere and letting slip that this sword is a fake.
What the hell are you talking about? Who are you, really?
I sell relics, gems, and all kinds of other trinkets to collectors. Some real, some fake, like your sword. But almost all stolen.
I knew there was something odd about all this.
Of course you knew. So, what's it going to be? Will you die nice and quietly, or put up a fuss?
Are you serious?
Yes, and so what? Stop fucking laughing.
Take a good look at me. Let me tell you, friend, you're not the brightest in choosing your victims.
Hey, fellow, calm down. We can come to some agreement, right? I'll take the sword, pay you for the work, and we'll each go our own way. Here, take this. A relic of Saint Apollonia. The genuine artifact, trust me. Do you know how much you can get for it?
Fine then. Keep the sword and go.
You see, Henry, I knew right away you were a reasonable fellow.